Hey, this is Redman coming to you live from the Comedy Store. How are you guys doing today? This is a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Here's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, everybody. Oh, look out. Oh, shit. There's a banana here. Nice. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Fuck yeah, how exciting. Another fun episode of Kill Tony lined up. How exciting.
You ran in here. It seemed like you were flustered. What happened?
There's this thing with this door in this top aisleway in which, people come in and it becomes too much of a hangout a little bit because it's the tightest hallway ever. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it just gets overcrowded. So right then, I was convincing the people that were still there. They're like, oh, okay, so we should all go in now. I'm like, you know what? It would just be better if you go downstairs, down the hallway, and then back up the stairs. That way. There's those people right now.
Oh. So you're like a little wet hot dog running down a hallway of comics.
Right. They wanted to come in behind me like some kind of miniature army that just is passing through.
Like a gay parade.
Yeah, something like that. It's exciting. It was another interesting weekend of doing comedy. We hung out on Friday, did the Ice House Chronicles.
That was a chill night.
It was.
We didn't do a podcast, we just hung out and smoked too much weed. Did weird sets.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Had some fun, experimented. Saturday, 3 spots.
Wow, that's a lot of comedy in one night.
I did 2 spots here, and then before that I did a spot at Inside Jokes, which is a movie theater turned into a stand-up comedy club. And, it's very fucking cool. It's interesting. Because it's the best of both worlds. It works out because, in my opinion, the psychology of an audience member for stand-up comedy is somebody fucking knocking on that door? Now that's going to be the new thing. Now that we close the door, now people are going to start...
I have no wrong. Let's see what's going on here.
Sons of bitches. What are they, idiots?
Comedy show. Oh, so you just thought to come on the stage with a comedy show in the middle of a show.
Who's this douchebag?
I don't know, man.
Come on in,
all right.
douchebag. Come on
Just sit down, I guess.
Come on.
It's kind of uncomfortable, knocking on the door during a show.
Hey, knock, knock. Who's there? Shouldn't have been you.
All right, you must be deaf. Just go fucking sit down, man.
Just keep walking, bro. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
All right, go back out. Come on.
Patriot. Patriot. Activate all forces.
We need to shut this door.
Yeah. Hey guys, go.
Excuse me. Shutting door. Of comedy show.
Like
what the fuck was that all about?
It's like a dramatic Monday.
Dude, was that like, what's that guy's name? Was that like one of those romantic rom-coms? Was that a rom-com?
He seemed super just...
Tony, I'm sorry.
What happened to the security? I forgot the security was ready.
Listen, let me explain though. Once I get in position with my mic, I really don't like to move around because, it's just I'm in position, I've done the sound check. I'm not trying to be a lazy security or anything, but I'm just...
I need to get you mace.
I mean, I could walk all over this motherfucker, but it's just once I get in position, I don't think it's good for me to be walking all around and maybe tripping on a cord or something. Or
should we get him?
I'm in position now. I'm ready to go. So don't think I'm a lazy security. I mean, this is my first security job, though I will admit. First
of all, everybody, Iron Patriot is here again. Of security. That's him inside that suit. He has to make those noises with his mouth, and the sound comes out of his chest.
Yes. From the diaphragm, actually. Any good vocal coach will tell you it needs to come from the diaphragm.
Somebody's knocking.
I know.
What the fuck?
Fucking unbelievable.
Security.
Josh, second head of security, also lead singer of LMFAO.
Almost as immobile as the Iron Man.
It's just a guest of the show.
Holy shit, look who it is. Fuck
guys, give it up to Sam Tripoli.
Sam Tripoli is here, everybody.
Open the door! Open the fucking door. First big comedy, guys, open the door.
The Kill Tony guest, so nice. We've had him on twice.
Yeah,
nice.
You're a crowd favorite. Actually, I think you got the best response of any of our Kill Tonys.
Oh, that's great. And people love my killing of Tony.
Good Tony killing.
And from me as well. I mean, you were immediately I had so much fun last time you were here.
Someone else joining us?
There's a slight chance we might have a pop-in from one of our friends at some point
Oh.
if he swings by.
Excellent.
If you know what we mean.
No, with you, who knows what that means? I popped boner pills in San Diego in honor of you.
Oh, really? What kind? Did you get black power?
I don't know. I just went down there, said big junk, and had some guy grinding on a chick. I'm like, I'll take 2 of those.
Did it work?
I didn't get a real Woody on stage. I was hoping to pop mean boners right there.
Oh, but you have to wait at least 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what you eat and your hydration level. Like, if you have at least 2 or 3 waters, before you even try one, you have to at least give it an extra hour.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying be more dehydrated when you want
Yes,
a mean
yes,
boner?
yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Fun facts. Fun facts.
Be dehydrated
Throw 'em
and
in the-
take boner pills. That
Yeah.
just doesn't sound healthy.
And throw them in the freezer.
It sounds like Bone Tony, not Kill Tony's podcast. Okay.
What the fuck? You drink up on that Red Bull, man. You need to hear, that's Popeye drinking his spinach right there. He's about to crush after that sip.
No.
The Iron Patriot is here. I thought he was running late today. I was so concerned. I ran out to the front, and because he wasn't here. Turns out he takes an interesting path here because somehow he got in here and passed me by at the same time.
What does it smell like in
It's very
there?
touching. I have an undersuit that I can wash. It's made of Cool Max. It's got moisture management, and I wash it just like clothing.
So asshole. Smells like asshole.
Like a normal person working out.
Yeah.
But the helmet and the speaker that's attached to the helmet, that has to retain some sweat, some moisture sometimes.
There's gotta be
right?
some spit
Yeah.
on that.
I mean, I like to get up. I get up on my microphone. Hey, Sam, I mentioned you in last week's episode.
Oh, thank
you
you.
remember that guy that went to jail for 2 years for Molly?
Yeah.
And you suggested that he should get on that subject.
Yes.
He ignored you, and I brought it to his attention. I said, Sam told you. He didn't talk about the Molly at all.
That's an asshole.
Could you believe that shit?
Yeah, no, you mean somebody didn't listen to me in this house? That's fucking new. This never happened. Ever.
It is a
This is a quiet crowd.
so far.
What do you guys do?
They're thinking.
It's a jury selection? What do you guys do?
We're easing into it.
We just had an incident with like Jacob's Ladder or whatever, at
Yeah.
Jacob's Lake. Where's Dawson's Creek? It's Dawson Creek guy tried to come out through the back door.
Vanderbeek.
Yeah.
What's his name?
James Vanderbeek.
Yeah, James Vanderbeek. Thank you. How did you even get that from what I just said?
That's Asperger's at its finest right there. Joshua Meyerowitz, everybody.
It's a fine line between
At Autistic
Asperger's
Thunder.
and Wikipedia.
Pretty much.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I didn't understand. So there was a douchebag that came up before you and started knocking on the door.
And
That's why
And then you sent the smallest guy in the room to see who's at the door. That's
then-
a comedy store.
And then the Iron Patriot explained that even though he's my head of security, he can't move away from the microphone now that we've put one near his chest.
I just don't like to. Like, once it gets in place, I kind of like to just be here. I don't want to be wandering all around.
So if someone's getting raped in a corner, you don't want to fucking get out of
I'm
mud salt.
trying to get them to show business. I mean, security's just a side thing. I'm here to entertain. You see me on Twitter, I'm blowing up right now.
Wow. I didn't know Hollywood could get to the head of somebody
Everybody
that's wearing a
changes
steel
dimensions.
helmet.
You know what would be great to see is the Iron Patriot in like a dating advice show where you get like a couple together that are like fighting nonstop and just have them in the middle of it.
Yeah. Blacklisting relationships.
Yeah.
Well,
We should explain the rules if you haven't been here before.
Who hasn't been here before?
Wow, there's a lot.
Wow.
Shit, a lot of
that's
news.
people.
A
Holy
lot of
shit.
newbies.
That's how they were packing the house.
Shit's blown up. How many people are just audience members here? That's cool.
Are we
That's cool.
raising
That's
boss?
good. That's good. I love how you were afraid to raise your hand. You have tiny hands. It's so hot. Look at that. My dick would be huge in those hands.
Yeah, so we pretty much we pick out of this bucket here. People sign up.
Yeah. Yet again, this week, another record number of sign-ups.
Really?
It's becoming in the Hollywood comedy community.
There's
pretty
buzz
cool
on the
thing.
streets.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
The kids are talking.
They're saying at the Comedy Store Mondays are the new Friday.
Huge.
Death Squad doubleheader in the belly room.
Death Squad, double header.
So how things been with you? Punch Drunk's good. Naughty Show's great. Playboy
dude.
Radio.
We got our biggest numbers with 3 weeks in a row. Our numbers just keep going boom, 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 boom. I don't know what it is, but out of nowhere they've just exploded, which is kind of cool. And then I just played San Diego, 3 out of 4 shows sold out,
Boom.
which was great. And I have this weird thing when I do I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys gone through it, probably not, but I do this thing where if I have a great set, set where you get off stage, you're like, man, I crushed it. Nobody talks to me. But the minute I have like some fucking Rocky set where I forget half the punchline shit, line out the door to thank me for the great show. It fucks with my head, man. That's why I have a drug problem. I can't sense what the fuck's going on. I can't. I mean, dude, I'll slaughter. I got all these lesbians giving me standing O's. Nobody comes up and says anything to me.
Wow.
I couldn't get out of there fast enough. It was like World War Z. They were just trying to fucking fly out the door. Like nothing.
Right. And you almost remember them from when you were on stage. Like, you remember what they look like and everything. And you're sort of looking out of this group of people. You're like, where are those cool people that I liked?
Yeah.
But those people jet.
Laughing, half the standing O's, things go great, nothing after.
They get it and they go.
Weird pockets of stares, people looking at their watches, at the line out the door, ask me to run for mayor of San Diego.
But that's also a compliment if they leave that fast, because that means that, they're the smartest people. They're beating everybody else traffic.
Right.
Oh.
So
one place is piling out.
If you look at it from a certain angle, one could say,
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. My fans love me, but not more than traffic. So that's a great feeling to have.
It's a smart crowd.
We'd like you, but we want to get home within an hour.
Oh shit!
You live by that fucking Hollywood Bowl. I don't know. If you guys don't know,
people fucking at the Hollywood Bowl are homeless people, and they do it all the time.
It's bullshit because I actually went online, went to the website, looked at the schedule, it says closed Mondays. I'm like, all right. So I double check, go to the calendar, Monday, nothing. Fucking Fish concert tonight. Hey, can I get stuck in 40 minutes at Fish concert? That should be against the law. Why is there not a Hollywood Bowl yes or no website? It just says yes. Go. Drive.
I completely agree with you. It used to be Mondays are off all the time. Now it's every day, and it's not just at night. They now do something during the day. So it's Kids' Day in the morning,
right?
Drug addicts at night.
It should be illegal to have a major fucking concert place smacked in the middle of the heart of Hollywood, like a Fish concert.
But I think the Hollywood Bowl has been here for so long that Hollywood has kind of developed around it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when? Move it.
Okay.
It shouldn't be right off
You
the
and
Hollywood.
your facts. Boo.
Make it a fucking museum for fucking something.
The Hollywood Bowl shouldn't be right at Hollywood and Highland. It should be somewhere a little bit less remote.
Like where, Chatsworth? That'd be really weird if they had the Hollywood Bowl in Chatsworth.
I don't know. I think it should be like farther, like in that ghetto near Vine. Anyway, try to sneak that one in there, but thanks for the complete silence on the retort.
Don't worry, dude. So far it's been silence.
Let's talk more traffic.
All right, who's ready to start this fucking thing? You know what we do.
You know what we do.
You get 1 minute. You'll hear a cat sound at 1 minute. Sounds like this. That means you're done.
Better not run that light, or else you're gonna get the big gay bear.
The West Hollywood. That's the West Hollywood Bear. That means you've gone too far. You are about to get banned from the club, as Bobby Lee would say.
That'd be fucking ass.
It's a new thing. Bobby Lee just started laying down bannings, month-long bannings.
Who's been banned for a month?
We don't know. We weren't paying attention. Anyway,
Can I change mics? I just I just want a fuzzy thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel more like I'm on a game show now.
What was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, 60 seconds. Oh yeah. So here we go. We have another huge bucket of comedians. You guys ready to start this thing? It just flew out at me. That'll be the one that jumped out of the bucket. The one and only Abby Roberge.
Abby's got a big boxing match coming up soon.
Oh yeah. Abby's an employee here at the Comedy Store. Cold-blooded killer. Go ahead, Abby.
So, I work here at Broke as Fuck. I fucking just love scamming places. I know most of you guys are broke fucking comics. Here's a scam you guys can use. Just don't go to my Chipotle and do it. What I do is I go to Chipotle, right? I get the most expensive burrito they got. I go to the checkout, and at Chipotle, it takes 9 seconds for your card to get declined. So if you finish your burrito in that 9 seconds, it's a free burrito as far as I'm concerned, dude. I don't know, man. My philosophy in life is do whatever you want, just as long as you're a clean-cut white guy that's good at apologizing. You know? Yeah, that's fun, man.
Yeah. 35 seconds of man thunder. A hardcore 35 seconds. I love that. I love what you're doing with Chipotle. There's something about Chipotle where it's like, for as aggressively great as a restaurant it is, I still don't think there's as many Chipotle jokes as there are people going to Chipotle. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, I feel like there's not enough Chipotle jokes. And I'm not being sarcastic either. I know sometimes sometimes people wonder when I'm being sarcastic and when I'm not. I'm serious. I think there's more great Chipotle jokes to be had. And I think
Maybe Chipotle's so good, people don't want to piss it off.
I think there is
It's almost
something
like
about
the
that.
Oprah of the black community, you know.
Isn't knocking
Remember-
Chipotle.
What's
I
that?
said that joke isn't knocking.
No, I'm not saying it is. No, yeah. You know what I love about Chipotle, and I'm pretty sure everybody can agree with me on this, is that they're the only place that if you ask them for a water cup, they give you a soda cup.
Wow.
And you can just basically get whatever you want. They're saying just, here you go. Hey,
They know what
you
they're
want
doing.
a clear little water cup? You can go to McDonald's for that. We don't do that here. Basically, free fucking soda at Chipotle.
By the way, if anybody who works at Chipotle is listening to this, that will be gone by next week. There'll be a fucking national memo, and all of a sudden you'll be getting fucking teardrops cups to fucking drink out. I like what you did, man. It just, again, it's like trimming fat.
Yeah.
Like, you love to throw in little roadblocks. See, a comedy is about putting people in trances almost. It's a stream of consciousness. Every time you get some going, you'd make some weird kind of fucking fine print declaration that you felt you had to make that takes you completely out of what you're doing. You know, it's about boom, 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 trimming the fat. People, again, people want to do stand-up, they want to, because you're trying to, hey man, you want to do a gig, I need you to do 20 minutes. You're like, well, I got 10, so I'll just add as much bullshit to my 10 minutes to fill into this thing. And then in the long run, it's going to hurt you. So you got to cut that shit down. It's a great premise, though.
Totally.
And it's something that could be done on television instantly.
Right.
If you just trimmed out the fucking useless decorations you're making in it.
You know that part where he said,
Here we go.
you know that part? Sorry, Sam, I know
No, it's all right,
I'm
it's
a
all right.
comedian, but you know you said 9 seconds you had till the card got declined? Now that's a fat burrito at Chipotle. So I don't know if you could eat much of it in 9 seconds.
Well, Iron Patriot, if you were a comedian, you would know that's the joke. I like Iron Patriot, but it's like, I don't want to make it about him.
I
It's not
love
about
it.
him.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
absolutely great. Never hold back, Patriot, and at
Sam,
the same time, we
No,
No,
won't
I'm a
admit
big
either.
fan here.
Sam, I'm learning a lot about comedy. I am. I'll
Oh,
admit.
absolutely.
It really hasn't been this isn't really my world. It's a new world for me, but I'm glad you guys welcomed me into
Crazy
it.
world. Well, hold on, go through the beats of it, real quick.
Yeah.
It's only 35 seconds. You can do it again.
Again?
Yeah.
Huh? So basically what I do, I go to Chipotle, I get the most expensive burrito they have, go to the checkout, and at Chipotle it takes 9 seconds for your card to get declined. So if you finish your burrito in that 9 seconds,
You get a
it's
free burrito.
Yeah.
All right, you trimmed it up right there. Even, but
Yeah.
what's your last line that you usually say when you're a white guy?
No, this is a different joke.
That could be the opening of the joke.
It's like my philosophy in life is do whatever you want, just as long as you're a clean-cut white guy that's good at apologizing.
Then you go into that. Example is, I go to Chipotle. I fucking boom, boom, boom. And now you got to set. You see how you set it up? That's the beat. It'll put you into place, and then you start bam, bam, bamming it right after that.
Is it 6 seconds or 9 seconds?
9, it's whatever.
Does anyone here a doctor? Do we know the scientific facts on whether you can chow? Who gives a fuck?
Because I'm thinking of a tag. I'm not doing the Patriot. I'm not wondering if he's actually trying to finish the burrito. I don't give a shit whether he finishes the burrito or not.
What's
What I'm
AIDS?
saying, I was trying to figure it out just for shits and giggles. But yeah, it's funny and fucking what was I gonna say? Add more to it and trim down the words that don't matter. You know, you don't even need to say I got the most expensive burrito at Chipotle. It's too much information for what the punch actually is. You could just say I go to Chipotle, I get a burrito.
It takes 9 seconds.
Right.
For
It takes
your
9
card.
seconds for them to know that your card's declined. So I try to finish the burrito in 9 seconds. Then there's tags to that aren't even there yet. But
rodeo
when
ride.
I have a,
bang it
a
like
longer
that.
form version of it. I wasn't sure what if
Well-
I was going to go over the minute or not.
Right. You were definitely you had 25 seconds left.
You can always demagnetize your credit card so they have to type in the numbers. That's usually an extra 20 to 30 seconds.
There you go.
See?
There it is. See that? That's what we do. The magic.
Look at that.
Red band. I'm free. Yeah, that's you, Abby Roberge. At Abby Roberge on Twitter.
Abby, good job.
You're talking about Chipotle. Something about the tinfoil, I don't know. All right, your next comedian is Sean Dunn. Here he comes.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, wait a second. It's the douchebag that came through the knock on the door.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Fuck my life.
I wish I hadn't gotten called. Damn. So I'm at the age now where my parents are starting to tell me stories that they never would have told me when I was a kid. And it's disturbing. Like recently, my dad told me this one. He's a doctor, right? And 15 years ago, he was operating this guy who happened to be HIV positive, right? The guy had AIDS. And as he's operating on him, his hand slips and he nicks his finger with a dirty scalpel. And the whole room just freezes. Without any hesitation at all, he drops the dirty scalpel, grabs a clean one, and cuts out the part of his finger that he nicked. He cleans it himself, stitches it back up, and goes right back to work. And he's still got AIDS, but that's pretty badass, huh? That's my dad right there. What a warrior that man is.
Is that the Patriot? Is it? What was that?
Are we setting the record for most AIDS references in the podcast? Was this 2 weeks in a row?
So far.
Let's keep it going, guys. That's got to be a Guinness Book of Guinness record, right? Most AIDS references in the podcast.
Should be up there. I think if there's one that's leading the way, it's us.
As long as Greg Louganis doesn't get one, we should be good.
You should have saw that episode with Bobby Lee. Damn.
A lot of them in that one in Patriot.
Ooh, man, we accused that guy of actually having AIDS.
Oh, well, actually,
blowjob.
that was crazy. Now I know what you're talking about.
That was intense.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just not even.
Yeah,
talking about
we're
it.
not really going to talk about it because.
People can watch it. If they want to see it, they can watch it.
Thanks, Patriot. Thanks a lot. Fuck. Anyway, Deshaun Dunn.
Did Sean say scene yet?
What?
And scene? Did he say that?
Sean, how long have you been doing stand-up?
A few years. 3 years.
Where are you from?
Florida.
How long have you been here?
A year.
How's it going so far?
I like it.
Is there some weirdness here?
No, I'm just trying to figure out who he is. I've never seen
It's
him
awesome,
before.
man.
I got a girlfriend when I first moved here, and then I got comfortable not doing comedy.
Oh, yeah. That's why
I
they
broke
call
up
them
with
dream
her
killers.
A few days ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to come
Ah, you
around.
fucking
There we go.
Yeah, that's the answer.
There
Oh,
we go.
yeah. What,
Yeah.
deal with hell or just fucking have some cook you a meal and blow you?
Did you move out here with him?
No, I met her when I came here.
Wow, so that happened quick, huh?
Yeah, it happened quick. Yeah.
Let's see. I think the joke is
It's very long, and it has one
it is
punchline.
long,
Yeah.
and I understand where it's kind of the scene where you get him going this way, and then boom, you're gonna pull him back the other way. That's kind of the surprise at the end. And he still got AIDS. I mean, like it's not a set of punch. Is it a story?
To me, it was like, that's why I said you hadn't seen it. It seemed like it was more of like you were doing a dramatic play almost, like Apollo.
I get what you're trying
You know
to
what I
do.
mean? Like you're kind of like setting a scene, like you're almost doing a narration or something of a story. Like I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying that it wasn't it was different than like a regular stand-up 1 minute, throw some jokes in. You kind of acted out of play almost, it seemed like. Of course, this is also because you freaked me out by the back door, so it might be
Yeah, your first impression with us, and you
No, I
seem
knew
so
it wasn't going to go
unlikable.
well after knock knock, who's there? It shouldn't have been you. Wouldn't have fucking set me up for success here, so.
No,
Yeah.
I listen. I understand what you're saying. I get the joke. I'm trying to think about like what you could do to let that punchline.
It's
really
also
hit
one
harder.
of those bits where I've never seen it work as an opener, but I tried it anyway.
I understand that.
It does so much better in the middle of the set.
What is your usual?
You want to see it? Because it's
How,
kind of a
how,
long.
how long is that?
Or
It
hear
would be
it.
another minute.
Is that a part of your style? Long setups for one punchline,
No, I kind of mix it up a little bit.
but not with your opener.
Okay.
Not with the opener.
Question
no.
is, why
I'm
would
trying to get away from the opener? But
what is the opener?
the opener is I've been
it's a
doing
long-
it for a while. But yeah, so basically, I was in Egypt and I was studying Arabic, and instead of really studying Arabic in Egypt, I just kind of drank a lot. And one night when I was walking home, I got about halfway home and I realized I gotta take a piss, and I'm not gonna make it. So I started looking for a place where I could take a piss without getting arrested. And I see this restaurant, it's closed, there's this alley back there. So I walk back, fucking hammer, and I pull out my dick. And I look up for a second, and there's a busboy just standing there, eating a sandwich. And we make direct eye contact. I'm like, oh shit. So I put my dick back in my pants, I walk out of the alley, start looking for a better place to take a piss. And I get about a block away before I realize, I probably should have just gone ahead and pissed. Because from that guy's perspective, I just walked up to him, showed him my dick, put it back, and walked away.
Oh my god.
I mean, I like the joke. Again, it's about trimming, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that was a good joke, but
It is a funny-ass joke.
I mean, you acted it out awesomely, but it was unnecessary, I guess.
Because if you're like, I'm in Egypt, you're like, okay, is this
Yeah.
going to be a joke about me being in Egypt? And then it goes a different way. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's so much easier just to...
Is that true?
Yeah.
Does your dad really have AIDS?
No.
Okay.
It was,
and that's why...
the actual story is that it was hepatitis and he didn't get it. Yeah, he did cut his finger, part of his finger out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all. I mean,
Sean
like, dude, you're a funny guy. You're obviously pretty fucking smart. Again, it's like, well, who are we to tell you anything? But it's about making your punchline crystal clear. That's really all it is. Like when you're giving all these facts about other stuff, the whole joke is you were trying to find a place to piss, and you basically pulled your dick out. This guy saw you, and you walked away.
Yeah, I usually include something at the end, like fucking Americans always pull their dicks out, stuff like that.
Okay.
Don't do that ever again. When you came up the stairs and you saw the door was closed and you heard people talking in here, what did you think was going on?
I thought, I gotta get the fuck in there right now.
Then why didn't you walk in when I opened the door? I was like waiting for you, just standing there like,
Because I had
hey.
to put money in the meter, and so I was like, I want to put money in the meter, but I could already tell I was like...
Money in the meter has caused the downfall of so many
These
people.
meters-
Right
Under
there.
this.
Look who's not making eye contact.
Yeah.
The fucking hipster elf over here.
All right, Sean Dunn, we're going to move on, man.
Good job.
Thanks, man.
Good luck.
Well,
Very interesting style.
very interesting.
It's like Mike Young's older brother.
It's like one-liners that are like a bunch of lines.
Yeah.
And then just one thing at the
I
end.
guess, in comics and even like, if you've done it a couple of years, it's just like people love to just over-explain everything.
Right.
And if you really look at like a lot of the guys who are on television, who are really big, their setups are so simple. And then they just go on this crazy thing of describing the punchlines and the punch. It's just such simple setup.
But it's also about tags. If he had like 4 tags,
Right.
then we wouldn't care.
Totally.
That setup.
Yeah, once he builds
tags.
all that momentum and it just dies out with one punchline, that's where it gets
Yeah.
hard because he has that momentum there for boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I just found him so unlikable because of the whole thing.
The door
I mean,
thing, yeah.
Impressions are
Okay, I got you.
But
I got
at
you.
least I can admit that, I'm not calling him a douchebag randomly. I'm calling him a douchebag because
Just walked
the
out.
thing with the I was watching
Just
him the
watch
whole
him.
time too. I'm not calling him.
This is gonna be like a Batman movie where some guy fucking
Where two
that
villains
Batman
face
fucked
each
up in high school, fucking meets him, and now he's a new supervillain. He's like, oh, Batman, we finally meet, and it's gonna be you two battling in some CAA office in fucking 20 years, fucking over this one moment about a fucking door.
It's so funny you say that because I all right, forget. I can't say. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
To the next thing. Your next comedian, everybody. His name is Justin Blake.
What's going on, guys? I just had a birthday. I just turned 28, and I'm not exactly where I want to be in life. And I feel like it's because I don't have a kid. Like, I see what a kid has done for all of my friends. Like, it's got them motivated, got them out here getting shit done, and I feel like it'd do the same for me. You know, when I go to visit them once a month, I feel like that would be the motivation I needed to. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Like, I didn't have a father growing up. My father didn't have a father growing up. I refuse to let my kid be the first one to have a father. Like, that's not fair to me. It's not fair to me. But yeah, that's my joke.
Very funny.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. There's more definitely to the you know, you don't want to start that tradition. You don't want to change. Like, how does it end again? With with that last part?
I said it wouldn't be fair to me.
It wouldn't be fair.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a note you probably fucking hate, but if you smiled a little bit, it would even sell it even more. And
Yeah.
you don't have to, but it's just like when you're kind of talking about that darker shit, sometimes it can really help the joke if you just kind of smile. I don't know what it is. I used to watch I used to do videos all the time. I mean, I used to tape myself all the time, and I would just watch myself because I always wanted to be a cult leader on stage, fire and brimstone and all that shit. And I would watch myself, and I'm like, I look so fucking angry, and I'm at a comedy club. And when I just learn to smile once in a while, and the joke's great, and it's your style, do whatever you want. If I learn to smile once in a while, it just lets the crowd know this is comedy. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm saying the darkest shit in the world.
Especially with the darkest shit, you let them see a smile, they're like,
You
this
can get
guy
away
believes
with
in it.
way more, bro. And you let them kind of know it's fun. Because here's the thing about comedy. It's a limited art, man. At this point, it's very limited. We're fucking basically under their fucking control. If they laugh, it works. If they don't get it, we're fucked. It's not like a movie where we can go see a movie and it takes us on this crazy thing. We're like, what the fuck's going on? You go into really dark fucking places and it just takes us there and we're like, that's some crazy shit. Comedy, it's just about, can they consume what the fuck I'm saying?
Right.
You know? And therefore, and they love, because most people, like with all these rape joke people bitching about rape jokes, they all think comedy's patty cakes. They really think they're just here talking about crazy. Guys are crazy, women are nuts. My dad's weird. They don't understand that there can be layers to this shit. And you could be a fucking complex character. You know? So you need to make it so fucking simple that they can digest what the fuck you're saying. And sometimes a simple fucking smile lets them know the world's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's powerful Sam Tripoli, ladies and gentlemen.
Like a
This
dictator.
is why he's the first ever return guest on the show.
Seriously, man.
What is this, episode 10? You already up 2 of the 10.
2 of the 10.
Listen, Patriot, this is 10?
Yes, it is too.
Complete opposite of Bobby Lee, man. That's actual.
Yeah,
that's actual
exactly.
feedback.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actual feedback.
Yeah, like, but I mean, that joke is so good that it's very, very tag worthy. Just keep going over it in your head and thinking, how can I add more real shit to that? Like, because, for example, like, you know, what do you say again? It's the last words is that's not fair to me.
Yeah.
Then there's more, like, maybe it's like you don't want to fuck up this kid.
Right.
If there's a generational thing of them not having fathers, maybe you'll fuck them up. Maybe your bloodline is so used to not having a dad that you're concerned for the kid. And then and by the way, on top of that, you could just go, and by the way, it's just a lot more fun not having to fucking raise a kid.
Right, yeah.
It's also good to just fucking do whatever I want.
I I have a
So
tag.
you play it both ways. Like you don't want to fuck up the kid, and it's also a lot easier to just not raise a kid.
Right, yeah. No,
I mean, at least I think that's fine.
I say I have a future to pursue too. Sometimes, like I don't have time to be a full-time dad right now. Like I just need the motivation.
Fuck his
And
future.
the tax credit.
Fuck his future. I need a future.
Exactly.
You know, stuff like that, whatever.
He's got
Well,
forever.
you'll figure it out. That's funny. Justin Blake, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm is Justin Blake on Twitter. Tweet him your tags if you got him, Kill Tony.
That's
listeners.
great. Tweet some tags.
Tweet your tags. You think you're a funny pants out there in Tuscaloosa, Alabama? Then tweet it.
Sam, have you ever had a joke that you just had to give up on because just either the content or something you just couldn't sell? Like I have one right now about eating babies, and it's just awful. Like no one likes it. Everyone gets sad. They're pulling out their baby pictures and looking at it and holding it.
Maybe that's what you should talk about.
Yeah.
I have a joke about, it involves baby too, about women liking bad boys and how like they always think they're gonna change them. So you never change bad boys. Bad boys become bad boyfriends, become bad husbands, and shitty father. The only thing you're gonna be changing is the diaper, the kid you're raising by yourself. And I do that, you just see women just fucking melt, sadness, like all their look at this, nothing, just blank stares. Can't even, you know, and it's a funny ass joke, but just I don't. It's so weird. I also talk about like Britney Spears had a baby because she thought it would help her and Kevin Federline. She thought it would bring them back together. I'm like, a kid never brings people together. If you want to bring someone into the relationship, bring your drunk hot friends into the relationship because nobody leaves the guy who likes the chick who likes to have threesomes. Again, nothing, just blank stares. And it's here they laugh because you're all sick, demented fucks. You know what I'm saying? Go to San Diego and say that. I mean, people will be asking for checks.
San Diego. That's where I fail hard when it comes like certain things, man. They're really tight about that.
Well, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Madhouse Comedy Club. I just did it, and they were fucking great, man. They were great.
Wow. How fun. I love San Diego.
Such good looking people.
Ready to keep this thing banging?
Yeah.
Put your hands together for your next comedian. His name is Brian Moreno.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up?
Comedians? So, my older brother's gay. And that's not the joke. Which makes a lot of interesting conversation from my homophobic friends. One of my friends was dead serious. He asked me, he's like, dude, since your older brother's gay, would you shower in a locker room with a man you knew was gay? What? You know, of course. And then he says, what if he starts to rape you? I don't even know what that means, because if I'm showering with another dude and he starts to rape me, I don't care that he's gay. I mean, I'm really concerned that he's a rapist. But the other thing, I was really happy in general when the Supreme Court ruled on marriage equality, because my brother has it going on. Big house, couple big cars, does whatever he wants. And the only way I'm going to catch up to him is if he makes a mistake of falling in love and loses half of everything in a terrible divorce. All right, guys.
I think it's great.
Yeah, right down the gullet.
That was good. It was fucking cut down.
Yep.
I thought he was going to go off on something because he mentioned his brother's gay and it went somewhere else, but then he finished up with it. And it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why do you care if someone's gay if he's raping you? That's a great fucking premise right there.
How old were you when you started thinking that your brother might be gay? What were things that would really, what the things that...
Well, it was really, he was infatuated with, like, the Next Top Model and the Tyra Banks show. Like, I was really young.
Yeah.
And I just knew, like, when he would, like, really get, you know, visually upset, you know, because he would miss those shows because we had VCRs and stuff at that time. That's when I'm like, whoa, you know, he's talking about, look at her weave and shit. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Right.
No, that's great too. That's great.
Yeah.
That's funny shit.
And totally, because you have yourself in a position, which I always find myself saying this on this show, at least once an episode, but with this, you're in perfect position to have a joke that really only you can own.
And
how many comedians have brothers that are gay?
I have heard a couple, but the reason I want to say this is that, but what you just said, nobody else is touching on. Like all the specifics of, Next Top Model, having a VCR, being excited about a weed. That is like real shit
Right.
that nobody else is talking about. Everyone else is, and it's,
He still calls me Naomi because one day I'm like, I'm not really into Tyra Banks, but Naomi Campbell. Naomi, what the fuck you talking about, Naomi Campbell?
That's so gay.
Still to this, still to this day.
But never in the history has a straight man ever uttered those words.
yeah.
God,
God's in the
he's like,
details,
what you
man.
doing, Naomi?
Yeah, that's funny shit, man. That's funny shit.
Hell yeah.
And I didn't mean
Get
that.
more into
I hear
it.
a bunch of comics who, there's some comics who have gay brothers and they kind of touch on it, but nobody's been like specific like what you were just talking about right here.
Right.
And that's
Just keep asking yourself questions about it to keep making it bigger, because you're already naturally writing without either that or you've worked on that for quite a while, or either you've worked out that bit and it's already gotten to a point where it's like that and that tight, or you're writing pretty tight.
It's
which means you can just
evolving.
keep adding on and have a whole huge killer thing about your gay brother.
I'm naturally wordy, so I'm learning to cut it down.
Yes,
I'm,
dude.
that like everything you're saying is what I worked tirelessly on, and it's
Hey, us
I watched
too.
Louis C. Did you watch Louis C.K. last night?
Unbelievable.
Almost
the epitome of that, by the way.
everything
Yeah.
was every line was almost a punchline.
He's not taking a breath unless he's about to get a laugh.
Yeah.
Like, he inhales, gets a laugh, inhales,
And he just becomes
talks, inhales.
comfortable with delivering just the lines.
Right.
And not being worried that they don't get the whole fucking picture and scene and the setting. Just being, boom, what's specific to your punch? All you need in your setup is what they need to understand your punchline.
yeah.
And then it just tag, 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 tag. And that's what he was doing last night. A guy who's, as a human being, is an asshole, but as a comedian is a great writer, Orny Adams. That guy, every line is a punchline. It's great. And that's how you can fill it out, man. You had that when you were talking about all that
I
stuff.
love it. Good, keep working
Thank you,
on
Donald.
it.
Thank you.
Come back when it's at 2 minutes of gay brother, and we'll work on it from there. At Brian Moreno 21 on Twitter. That's Brian Moreno. Your next comedian's name is Luke Schwartz. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm already in, whatever it is. Where'd you get those glasses?
Costco.
Oh. I call those Dahmer glasses, by the way.
Everyone does.
That's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. It goes well with your Dahmer face. All right, hit it.
I recently went to the dentist and they said floss your teeth more, and I only really like to floss my teeth when I'm filled with self-loathing, because then I'm like, yeah, you deserve to bleed from the mouth right now. That's what you deserve. I forgot the other joke I was gonna do. That was really classic of me.
Think of it.
My friend said, it's 2013. Of course I'm not going to be homophobic. And my thought is, like, when has the year ever had anything to do with an irrational hatred of just a group of people? That doesn't make sense. Like, no one was walking around in 1800 going, like, it's not okay to have slaves. And then someone was like, yeah, it's totally okay to have slaves. It's 1800. Like, what are you talking about? I would like help on that one, please.
That might be the funniest close I've ever heard. The joke just...
Mayday, mayday, mayday!
I'm waiting for the punchline. It turns out that it's, I need help with that one. It's
Yes.
so funny.
I think you're funny, man. I like the premises. They're really strong premises. Do you have a real ending to that, or did you
No,
forget
that's
it?
really, I need help with
It is
What
a
did
funny
the person
idea.
say again? It's 2013.
Of course I'm not homophobic. It's 2013,
Of course I'm not homophobic.
which is what I heard, so I changed it.
Like it's almost like an expiration date or some shit like that. And it's interesting. I know what you're thinking,
Right.
and it is funny. You just have to go up there and mind it. I don't know if I have anything right now, but slavery in the 1800s, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Anybody got any ideas?
Maybe on the expiration thing, like we got 50, maybe 56 more years of it happening.
Yeah. I mean, there is some of that.
Like this, I think really it's just in talking about there being an expiration date, and then talking about it like it's like milk or something, you know? Like, there's no expiration date on homophobia.
Yeah.
What is it, milk?
Yeah. That's a great line.
You know what I mean? Like, Harvey milk?
No, it's a funny premise. I'm just blanking on how to make it.
So the rule, like, I can take that, even though you said it.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Appreciate it. I didn't want to,
No, well,
That'd be so weird if you were on the Tonight Show. He's just like, fucking A, bro. I need some of that check.
this fucking guy Luke Schwartz, man, he came on. No.
You got a great name too, dude. Luke Schwartz. It's like some weird kind of. It's almost like a Jewish Star Wars name. It's kind of.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Luke Schwartz be with you.
Heck yeah, you know, tighten up the set, you know, keep it Schwartz. Anyway.
You know how we started off talking about flossing? I thought, I've never heard comedians talk about that, but that is a sucky part of life, you know, because you got to do it right after your meal, and it just sucks, you know. That's the last time you want to be fucking.
If you can just play the Hall of Justice for the rest of your life, you're gonna kill with superheroes.
And Tony, I don't know if you remember Tony, but I think he's improving because last week you told him you needed to get an Iron Patriot costume.
Oh, wow, well, that's quite the improvement.
He doesn't need one anymore.
You should thank the Iron Patriot for reminding me, because thank marijuana for making me forget.
Yeah. How could I forget?
You know what might be a good ending to that is a different way. Maybe there's another kind of prejudice that's still around that's just ridiculous, like crackheads. It's like, oh, dude, of course I don't hate crackheads. It's 3014, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something like weird like that.
Are there people who
Or you could even
hate crackheads?
I'm sure there's people
Or you could even
that
say
guy?
something like, you know, like, hold on a second, I had it, fuck.
Maybe it's something that
It's
if
like
people
homeless
normally
people.
wouldn't hate.
Homeless people.
Or how about Filipinos?
Oh.
Like, of course they don't hate Filipinos. It's 5014. It's going to take that long to hate them, not to hate them or something. Okay, I mean, it's not perfect tag, but, you know, I was thinking.
No.
You know, it's not like Paula Dean said, you know, oh, it's 2008. I love N-words. You know what I mean? Something like that. You know, you have to put it on something. I don't know.
It's a good premise.
There's a lot of ideas there. And
There is.
Let's keep flying through.
Also, I want to add something more.
Oh, yes.
If your gums are bleeding when you floss, you've got gingivitis. You got to go to the dentist. You got to get it fixed. I got it fixed in surgery, and I never bled again
Hey,
for
where are
my
you
gums.
going? Oh, you have to wait until the Patriots done. He's telling you about getting your gums checked regularly.
You don't play around with that shit.
There you go. 4 out of 5 Iron Patriots agreed.
And this comes from a guy who doesn't even have a mouth or teeth. That's amazing.
I brush every night, brother.
Where's your teeth?
Just once a day.
Every night, busted. Yeah.
2 times a day, floss once.
Okay.
All right, Patriot. Good job.
That was a dental update from the Iron Patriot.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it's important to keep your teeth healthy.
He's got the hygiene of a Superman.
Yep.
All right. Your next guy, Kyle Everett.
Hey, thanks for having me. I've been looking for a therapist recently, and it's been more complicated than I thought. I was on the phone with a woman, and she said she was all booked. She had no room for me. So she asked if I was okay having a male therapist, and I was thinking, God, no, absolutely in no universe am I okay having a male therapist. But then she gave me his name. She spelled it for me. She spelled it E-U-F-E. Another word, D-E. Another word, L-A. Another word, T-O-R-R-E. Youfe de la Torre. And I thought, like, suddenly I thought, maybe I'm okay having a male therapist. This could be something that I could explore. I looked down on the list, my next therapist, Sarah Rasmussen. Fucking bookworm, get out of here, boring. Am I going to contact her for initial consultation? Or am I going to Google what de la Torre means? It means of the watchtower. The chosen and beloved Youfe of the watchtower, who's foregone a life with us mere villagers to watch over us and safeguard us from danger. Thank you.
Whoa, you made the bear come out.
The bear.
You did just enough. On your closing word, the bear broke through the
The bear
wall.
is angry.
Oh, shit. Whoa.
Leather on and he's
Down, boy.
angry.
Down boy, down boy.
Jesus Christ.
I think this is a great example of, again, just starting one way, going another way. Like the spelling, I'm like, dude, okay,
Right.
I'll wait till
Yeah.
you tell me what spells. Anybody else like that?
Right.
I'm not gonna sit there going, fucking, this words with friends? What are we fucking doing
Right.
here, man?
I gave up on you, and then you brought it immediately back. And sort of, I feel like, I don't know if it went that way with everybody, but I felt like the giving up on it during the spelling, like there was a part on the third or fourth line in which I'm like, all right, I'm not fucking paying
Yeah.
attention.
Do you see how the
I don't
spelling
believe it anymore.
doesn't do anything?
But I think that works in its favor.
It's just you.
That's what really happened,
bragging.
and it was funny. It was funny to me. 'Cause
Yeah, but the name of therapist is the whole humor there.
Right.
Her being booked, nothing.
Yeah.
The fact that you are possibly going to a therapist, name that.
Right.
And you can even go into what that means, and then you go into what's like having a therapist who talks like Puss in Boots, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you understand? Like the spelling is just, how long
Right.
was that
'Cause it-
spelling?
'cause it
30
seems
seconds of white noise where
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can see her tits, and I'm just like, who gives a shit? I literally was like, I can't see anything. Oh, we got someone telling jokes up here. You know, that's cut it down, cut it down, cut it down, cut it down. And then
And then
that's
once
a great
you,
premise.
once you get into it, once you say that name, what is it again? Doctor?
Yufe de la Torre. He's not a doctor. He's a master's.
Doesn't matter. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's gonna ask for credentials.
Yeah.
If you say there's a Dr. Del Toro, everyone's gonna be, fuck, that's a crazy name.
Yeah.
You can fudge the facts a little bit.
Yeah.
You understand what
So
I'm saying?
say it all at once as a doctor. What's his name then?
Yufe de la Torre.
Say it all at once, like doctor.
Dr. Yufe de la Torre.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That works way better. All the other thing is white noise.
And then all of a
It's
sudden, this guy sounds like the most badass guy ever. You feel like you're gonna. Were you looking at a therapist for yourself? Is the joke?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So then you can get into all the shit that you think, and you could just keep saying his name. It's so magical. It really is. That's what I laughed at, was just and the way you say it. You got it. You don't really like completely roll your R's like a Mexican, but it's like just white enough. So it's like it sounds legit, if that makes sense.
and you don't even say. I
You
wouldn't
roll your
even
R's
say-
almost to Mexican, but not that Mexican. So good job.
And I would never even say that you went and saw him and this is what it's like. Because the minute you start doing it, you take us into a fake place and we could sense that. I'd be like, I imagine what it'd be like to have a therapist like that.
Right.
But and then you can just go crazy with it. And people are like, yeah, that would be crazy if it was like that. Instead of like trying, like the guy who did the AIDS joke, where it's like, that's obviously not the punchline. And it kind of takes away from it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what the actual name is of the most interesting man in the world, but I'd imagine that if they let us know his name, it would sound something like,
Yufe de la Torre.
Yeah.
gotta get the doctor in there. The doctor's what makes it
Dr.
legit,
Yufe de
bro.
la Torre.
Yeah.
All right, there he goes. Kyle Everett.
Thank you.
Boom. Life through it.
I wasn't really trying to make your
A lovely
I was just trying to make
lady.
a point. I was just trying to make a point.
How exciting, a lady. Put your hands together for Julia Jasunas.
Oh, we got a lady up on stage.
Boom.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's here. I hate having the band ladies.
Oh, feet are exposed. Have fun, Patriot.
Oh, good feet.
Foot fetish in there?
He loves the
Always.
feet. Even his helmet can't block his love for feet. Anyway,
Alright.
sorry, go ahead. I know that might be the worst intro ever. Like, hey, Patriot, check out this chick's feet. But it's something I
Now she's
like.
gonna be bitching about how hard it is to be a woman
Right.
because she's like, everyone just looks at my feet. It's so
Right.
fucking hard. Okay, let's start over. This is
Put
weird.
your hands together for the one and only Julia Jasunas.
Very funny lady. Very funny lady.
So I'm a nanny, and yeah, I know that's a joke in itself. And being a nanny is the best form of birth control. It is, especially with a 3-year-old with the attention span of a table. I mean, she doesn't want to do anything. And so yesterday, I just got fed up, and I sat her down, and I was like, look, life isn't about getting what you want. You think this is what I want to be doing? You think I want to be wiping your ass? Oh, poo-poo-poo-poo. You know what? I'm poo-poo too. Nobody's wiping my ass. I'm still single. So, yeah. Nannying is fun. Oh, fun fact. So I was looking up why your nose gets congested online. Turns out you have erectile tissue in your nose. So, your nose has a boner. when you're congested. Alright, I'm gonna end on that.
Fun facts.
So your nose has a bone. Fuck yeah, interesting.
When she was young, did you guys feel like your mom was yelling at you as a kid and you kind of got scared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that
It reminded me of my stepmom. And I just,
does that turn you on?
No, it just took me to this bad place, and I felt like I
God.
had to clean my room or something, and or wake
yeah,
up
she's a nanny.
early on a Saturday when she did that.
You want to see my feet?
Yes. No. Answer. Not karate. I like the joke. I think it's funny. It's about you just basically dumping on this poor 3-year-old. Right?
I think it'd be funny. Yes.
Or me, I felt like I was the 3-year-old.
I think there's something funny in the fact that you want to be in show business and the only camera that you're performing in front of is a nanny cam.
There's a joke.
Yeah.
You can use that one.
Yeah. If I was a nanny, I would do that joke.
Is there examples of how she is has ADD or whatever you said, or?
Yeah, I have a bit about how taking care of her is like taking care of my drunk girlfriends on a Friday night, and then I go into examples about that, and so like how she wanders off, or she doesn't want to eat anything, and then she really wants to eat something, or she can't go to the bathroom by herself, or she gets lipstick all over her face, or she's like, I don't wanna, let's do that. So.
Okay, that's cool. I understand you only got a minute.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
I don't answer that question.
Why?
Why? Because I feel like people judge me based on that, and I want to be judged based on my content.
Okay.
I don't think you want to be judged just on your content. I think a number might be a little bit better. There's a reason why I'm asking.
Oh,
You're not going to tell me?
I've been at it for 3 months.
Good.
Why wouldn't you admit that?
That makes us
I was
look at it more.
expecting you were. I was totally
You
expecting
sound like you've been on the road for 20 years. And
I was thinking like 4 to 7 years. Like really.
Right. I thought you were just a bad 4 years. Instead, you're a amazing 3 months.
Yeah. Totally.
So,
Thank you.
Kids really
Right?
fucking suck, don't they? I can tell. I can tell in your eyes. They just fucking hate those kids.
how old are you?
I'm 23.
What's your address? Fuck yeah. How exciting.
I think it was great. I mean, obviously you're just putting stuff together for the 1 minute, but I think if you had a longer set and you could go into more examples of all the stuff,
Right.
I'd like it.
So there's a lot there.
I have a lot more about it, but
Oh, great.
obviously it's just minutes. So.
That's fun. Look at you. You just churned away long bits and everything in your 3
Look
months.
at you, 3 months,
You do a
got
lot of
5
spots?
hours of material.
Yeah, I get up a lot.
Yeah.
I had my first hosting gig on this very stage on Thursday.
This
Congratulations.
Thursday?
Oh, there we go.
Wow, how cool.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Heck yeah. First room I ever hosted was this room.
This is a great room to host in, too.
Heck yeah.
It's,
The Patriots' first time hosting in here is on Wednesday night, so alright, fuck it. Julia, that was great. Follow her at JJ Asun. Oh, J Jasun. You have a weird last name.
Just soon as the I is silent.
Spelled out for us.
Oh.
JJASIUNAS.
Sweet.
Jay Jasunas.
All right, thank you.
congratulations. Great job. Yeah, great job.
Can I ask you something, Tony? I was pondering something.
Yes.
You know the bases of love? And they say if you get to third base, it's you're petting below the waist. Does that mean massaging feet is a triple?
Do they have a mute button on your suit? No, I'm
I
kidding.
know, I'm Ed McMahon with Tourette's.
You're
The head of insecurity.
head of insecurity. You're the Ed McMahon of what? What did you say?
Tourette's syndrome. Didn't you call me the Ed McMahon with Tourette's syndrome?
Something like that. I don't know.
I remember your jokes.
Put your hands together for Jonathan Tumblin.
Thank you. What's up, Tony?
Hey.
Sam. Redman. I was smoking weed outside earlier, and I was talking to a group of friends, other comics, and I realized I'm a pretty paranoid guy. I used to be in the military, and one of the guys who decided to talk about government conspiracies. It always makes me nervous, like I don't want to be in those conversations because the government's watching. You know, I was in basic training, they put something in my food, they watching me and shit. And then I get real paranoid when I'm smoking weed, which isn't often, you know, I'm not high that often. Maybe like every day, but you know what I mean? But I'm real paranoid. And, shit, I forgot the end of that joke.
When did the joke start?
As I said before, I'm high. Sorry.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
that's permanent in iTunes podcasting history.
Sucks.
So basically what happened is you have this bit about smoking pot and getting paranoid that something terrible might happen. And then what happened was
Something terrible happened.
before you did this bit about smoking pot and something terrible happening, you smoked pot.
Yeah.
And then this terrible thing just happened.
We should call in an expert. We should call in an expert.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Ari Shaffir is here. Boom. Powerhouse, the amazing racist.
This is a celebrity walkthrough.
Wow. Fuck yeah. You want to grab a seat, Ari, and hang out?
Where's the
Just walk you
celebrity?
through. Yeah.
That's more of a perp walk.
A celebrity walkthrough.
I would like to see a black person do a joke about a drug other than pot.
Yeah, I want to see a nice fucking peyote joke done by a black guy.
Yeah,
Peyote.
Peyote?
Yeah.
I'll write one.
No.
Do something tonight.
Yeah.
You know what, Matt? I get it. It's just a lot of
Yeah.
it was just all over.
Hey, you got too high tonight. That's the name of the game. Did you see it, Ari?
No, I didn't see it. I heard about it from the street. People were talking about the set.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta get up there, man. This guy's doing some new shit, and it's fucking rad.
Oh, man.
He got high and forgot what he was going to talk
Oh,
about.
really?
Yeah.
Sorry, you just freaked us out.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So we'll move on. That's
Wait, so what
Jonathan.
did you do? You just got up there and stood around? Did nothing?
I was going to tell a joke about...
He told us how he was in the
government
military, and then he got high, then the government, then they put
following
something in his food, then he got high.
Chemtrails.
It was all leading up to this big, huge
Anal
nothing.
probing.
Yeah.
It was all this setup for
His
like
dick
this.
smells.
I have one question.
Government created AIDS.
Oh, what's your question, Ari?
Have you ever gotten higher in a mug?
I was in the monkey. I should stop smoking weed though. I was.
No, don't do that. Just don't smoke right before you come on stage.
No, look at a tolerance so you can smoke right before you get on stage.
Yeah, that too.
That's good too.
Heck yeah, Jonathan Tumblin.
Peace out.
Ari's with us. Look at this. This is like oh shit.
That's always good.
Eric Oligne.
Very serious.
Very. He's got a purpose.
So, kids have a lot of entertainment these days. When I was younger, we had 5 stations. And at like 2 in the morning, they would all turn to infomercials. We were so bored, we would watch 6 hours of infomercials. How much could you see somebody chop a damn salad? It's like, oh my God, there's a knife that cuts a penny. This is awesome for another 2 hours. But then I realized kids have it really good these days, and it's because of porn. When we were kids, we had 3 channels. HBO, Cinemax, and that one fucking channel. You would just sit there and watch it and like, oh my God, yes, I see a tit. It would finally come in clear and you'd be like, I'm jerking off to Dustin Hoffman and Tootsie. I don't give a fuck, stay in the pocket. Stay in the pocket.
I like that.
Nice.
Thank you.
The old Tootsie reference.
Yeah, can't get enough of that.
Yeah. It's some people might hear the Tootsie Dustin Hoffman reference and go too soon. I think it's just soon enough.
Scrambled corn.
That's right.
I'm working on that build up for the joke. I've been working on like different things, like the box is another thing we had as a kid where it was pay for play music, and it was like 5 minutes of music for an hour. And I think like 55 minutes you're watching Soul Glow commercials and Afro Sheen, and I think it's funny because you're waiting for the MC Hammer song to come on, and you're walking around as a kid thinking you're hard, too legit to quit. Doing all that shit, you have the jams on.
There's only a 1 minute set.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing right now.
I was just telling you that that's.
You gotta watch.
Why are you sitting down? Can you have some respect for the show? What are you? What is this? Johnny Carson? You got called over to the couch?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Sorry
on the
about
couch.
the
Scrambled
fuck?
porn, by the way, jokes. I think that's probably one of the most played out.
Definitely.
No way. No way. No way.
There's so many
No way.
played out jokes.
And it was played out in
There
the
is way
80s.
more.
I've never even heard it. I've never even heard a scrambled porn joke. I mean, I've heard one similar, but not even like about.
So you have heard a
No,
scrambled
no, no, not like about the actual channel or anything. He was just talking about how like he was watching a porn and it would come on, it actually shut off, and it was like similar to the fact, but it wasn't. He wasn't a 22-year-old kid.
Maybe
He wasn't-
stop digging and start
as long as he's
Googling.
not within 10 years of you guys can do the same
No,
bit?
no, I'm saying he was talking about computer porn. Like we had it on the TV. It was actually scrambled, so we couldn't get the channel. So that was the actual.
There's people, though, probably about, as long as there's been a scrambled channel with porn on it. I mean, that weekend, that Sunday or Monday, somebody was here. Like, have you guys seen this fucking channel? I'm like jerking off, and it's like, oh my god, wait a second, it's just Dustin Hoffman and Tootsie. They did the same reference that you're making now.
That was probably Dustin Hoffman that wrote that.
It had to have. Yeah, it was Dustin. It's actually what made Dustin Hoffman a star, was getting jerked off. All right. Fine. Okay.
Thank you.
There you go, Eric Oligny, everyone. You're in it, Jason.
I don't think we gave him any advice, by the way. We just pounded on him.
Well, yeah.
He's gonna.
Aww.
Wait, what did you say, Sam?
Eric got mad.
Why did you get mad? What's wrong?
Do we have to play a special sad song now?
Yeah, I'll play a sad song.
They told me I have to get off of the stool.
It's a sad song?
Lisa Loeb.
That's what you guys always
Sounds
do.
like lesbians crying.
All right, this is a new name here. Tyler Misnarek.
Guess what that
You think the nationality, Misnarek?
is? I was guessing Armenian, but I think I was wrong.
No, it's very uncalled for.
I do like the way he said no, like as if it was an insult.
Sorry.
No, don't be. You were right.
All right. I want to say my mom. She's very religious. She's also a feminist, which is weird because she believes that the Bible is actually pro-woman. She believes that. I said, "Mom, you mean that book where if a woman is sitting in a chair and she's on her period, and a man can never ever sit in that chair ever? It doesn't sound very pro-woman, you know." It does sound like the ultimate biblical seat saver, though. It's like, hey, don't sit here, I'm menstruating, you know? That's what God said, so, listen. There's any ladies here, still works. Still totally works. Yeah, the Super Bowl. You want to save your seat, just get up and say, hey, guys, shedding some major uterine lining here. I should just stay away. I'm bordering on a miscarriage, I think. So just, that's it for you guys. That's for thank you.
Wow, perfect minute.
Yeah. I fucking love your T-shirt.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Champion of the world. That's great.
Yeah.
Tough, man. Yeah, good bit, man.
I think it's funny.
Appreciate it. We should do some kind of like seat check joke, or like shotgun instead of shotgun, like I call rock or something. You know what I mean?
Why rock?
Because it's supposed to be back in the biblical times.
Oh, right. What's the one?
I call 9 Inch Nails.
What's the one that they throw when they throw boulders at like
stone
walls?
Oh,
what are those called?
Palestinians.
What is that one where they throw a big fucking boulder at a wall?
World's Strongest Man competition?
No, it's a machine. They used to,
Catapult.
yeah.
Wile E. Coyote.
They don't throw something on a catapult.
Chuck it.
Pull it,
Yeah,
right?
and it chucks, it throws.
Oh, yeah, it chucks. You don't throw it.
Yeah, the catapult, I'm saying.
Anyway, what is Mesnarek anyway? What nationality is that? You seem like you could be just about anything.
It's Mesnerich is how it's pronounced, but it's like Eastern European something. Like I don't really know, or actually
as far Eastern
Polak.
European as
Yeah,
perhaps
Polak
Armenia.
or something. How come nobody says Polak anymore? What happened to that old
Yeah,
fun?
bring that back.
Well, I guess I could say it. Bring it back! Yeah, I can bring it back.
Hey, can I just point something out real quick? That not only did not everyone not switch off their ringers, I'm talking about Lainey Gilbert, she also, the phone rang and then she took the call.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got to give it up for the powerful Lainey Gelber, everybody. The new Mitzi Shore of the Comedy Store. Just
They got a new GM. She's no longer the mother of the last
Oh.
GM. They got someone to replace Dean finally.
Did they?
Yeah. He's gonna come in and not stop fights.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much, man.
There you go.
Thank you. Hey, it's funny, dude. Good job, man. Funny.
Whoa. Put your hands together for @Autistic Thunder. It's Josh Meyerowitz, everybody.
How's it going, guys? I recently went shooting guns with my brother for the first time. I was absolutely friggin' terrified. But I'm glad I did it, because it was just like losing my virginity. I felt manly, I felt badass. You know, at first I was scared, like with the prostitute. But once I got into it, I really got into it. Plus, big change to that is, now I don't have to sit through years of guys going, before shooting a gun, I'm gonna get you a hooker. She gonna be fat, it don't matter. Shit, it's pussy. You're gonna fuck pussy. That's not what I want, black friend. I want to earn the vagina. That's about it.
All right. I think it was going good. I think you. By the way, didn't I say that to you? I'm gonna get you a fat chick, and it doesn't matter because it's pussy. And then you told me
it was
sound
based
black.
It's based off of.
I'm gonna get you pussy.
You're not the first person that ever said
With my Bill Cosby on crack.
Get off the field.
You know, a simple, because you kind of just, I don't know, it's like you could have been like, hey, shooting guns was like the first time I lost my virginity. It ended up with a dead hooker, you know, something along the lines of that. It's like, because that's what you want to get into.
It happened recently. The gun shake things, I'm still working it out, so.
I'd like to see you do the whole thing, but less retarded.
Yeah. This is not the first time I've heard this.
You get that note a lot?
Yeah, it's got a little too much tart in the pot.
Remember the last time he was taking his shirt off and you discouraged him from that? Remember he took his shirt off, you discouraged him?
Definitely.
And then I said that thing. And so he's improving though. I think.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, Jesus, Josh. Whoa, whoa.
Sorry.
Josh.
I couldn't help it.
Dark versus Patriot.
Wow. Who do you bet on in that battle?
Nah, he'd probably kick my ass.
Do Asperger's get that retard strength that retards have?
No. Just retard mind.
Oh, what a
that
rip-off.
sucks.
Do you like Cheerios?
It's like a black guy with a little
Cheerios?
dick.
Yeah.
I like cereal, sure.
Are you really
Dry Cheerios or with milk?
No.
Are you really good at directions?
No. I'm not.
Do you have any like Rain Man type of?
Yeah, can I take you to
qualities?
Vegas and win some money?
I can tell you a lot about movies that people have basically
You're
forgotten about.
useless.
Exactly.
Juana Man?
No. They have to be movies that I actually like.
Everyone knows about movies you like. I want to know movies that shit the bed.
Yeah.
What?
What do you know about Juana Man?
I never watched it. It wasn't interesting to me.
Did you see the Four Non Blondes biopic?
No, I didn't even know they had a biopic. And you're obviously bullshitting, but still.
Yeah.
What's the movie that you've watched the most?
Ooh.
Which rape
It's not
scene?
that- What?
Which rape scene?
Which rapes? Good lord.
What did you like? I'm gonna get the
I like the
comic book
first.
movie or
I can only think of the first two movies that I've been watching for some reason a lot. Either The Crow or Demolition Man.
Wait a second. I need of all the movies ever. What movie have you watched the most?
No, not the most.
Demolition Man is in there.
Now listen, it's not the greatest movie, but I truly
Isn't
believe
that
it's
the one
also
where they
great.
wipe their ass with seashells or something?
Yeah.
That's
Three
Oh my God.
seashells.
Sylvester Stallone carrying the whole thing.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, when it goes
It's a
back in
fun
time,
movie.
goes forward in time.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Tarantino.
If you had to guess how many times you've seen Demolition Man, how many times would you?
I don't know why I watch it so
Just
much.
give me a guess. If you just had to guess a number.
Has to be about 20 times so far.
Holy shit.
20 fucking.
Future. I mean, I might have seen it
I don't
more.
thi- I don't think
thanks to HBO in the 90s.
I don't think that movie's been watched that many times by the man who edited Demolition Man. I think he's just like, fuck this shit, I can't even watch anymore. He had no idea what was going
It's
on.
weird like that. I enjoy what I enjoy.
I bet. Well, there you go. That makes you special. As if you
Unfortunately
needed,
so.
You needed one more excuse on how to be special. You just got one. He's at Autistic Thunder on Twitter. He's one of our
Thank
really
you,
good
Tony.
friends. We hang out with him every night, basically. It's Joshua Meyer.
Thanks, Sam.
You know what's great about Josh? Because every time he does stand up, it's a special.
Thank you, guys.
Well written.
Well written.
The special.
Yeah.
A little too special.
Yeah. All right, we're running out of time, so let's pull.
There's the light.
Oh, hey, it's Don Barrett.
A
He's
human
getting ready
light.
for the big. Oh, here he is.
Was that Ari that just said, "Oh, here's the light," like a derogatory thing?
Do a minute, Don.
He's putting down his stuff. Is he gonna about to
Oh, the old rivalry continues. Be careful.
Oh, Jesus. For the audio listeners, Don has pulled down his pants.
there's a
His
lot of
dick is
drinks here.
inserting into
I would
Ari's
like to
mouth.
see Don fuck Ari in the ass. Would anybody else like that?
Ari is
I wouldn't think it was hot, but I would think it would be fun.
and sucking Don off.
Fuck him, Don.
By the way, nobody's helping him. You're
Wow.
just fucking vining this shit. Man rape is happening on stage, and you could, because you just want the hits.
Don is about 6 inches in Ari's mouth.
He's not worth it. Get up on your feet.
Oh, he's pulling out. It looks like he has
You
some
just,
in Ari's mouth.
Ari's having a bad day. Not only did he get raped, but he's got hobo tan too.
Hobo tan. What is
Look, you got
that?
this hobo tan rocking all over the
Oh,
place.
yeah.
Look at that.
Heck
Notice
yeah.
Iron Man did nothing to save your suit.
Yeah. Where were you?
I'm the Iron Patriot.
The Iron Patriot. The Iron Patriot's gone Hollywood on us. It
It's
doesn't
like,
move.
it's like being protected by the fucking statues at Caesar's Palace. They're just
Yeah.
sitting there. It's a great day after all.
His greatest offensive maneuver is his just standing there in defense, just
And doing verbal spell checks. Alright.
there you go.
He showed you.
So we should do a couple more.
I just got burned.
Let's get a Latino person.
Okay,
Oh,
well, let's
girl
let
here.
random selection
We had
make
one
that
chick,
happen.
she killed it.
Tony
Tommy.
Lee.
That's Tommy. Second word.
At Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee on Twitter.
Tommy Lee, a lot of pressure. Where's the microphone?
Where is he at? Where's the mic? Where's the mic? I think Don took it. Where you took it? There you go. Fuzzy mic.
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee.
It's Tommy Lee. It's a combination of Bobby Lee and Tommy.
I'm gonna guess. Can I just make a guess real quick?
Of course.
Your mother was not Asian, and your father was Asian.
Opposite. Mom's Asian.
It's always the
What?
opposite.
How do you get
Yeah.
the name Lee then?
Nobody's
My dad's
fucking
actually
Asian
white
guys.
Lee.
Yeah.
What?
No Asian guy has ever fucked a white chick before. That's never happened.
You gotta
That's
get
like
on
the
Mad
dream.
TV to get any ass.
Yeah.
My dad's the white guy. He's the one with Lee.
Of course, we
It's a
get
white
it.
Lee.
He was on tour of Nam. He banged the fucking local, and here you are telling jokes.
Oh
Did I
wait,
just ruin your opener?
It's alright. So I'm real happy to be in a relationship right now. And I'm happy because I feel like it's hard to find a woman who knows what she really wants. Because I'm always finding that girl that she likes contradicting things in men. You know, she's like, I want a guy like who went to Harvard but like robs banks too. You know, that's what I want. I want like the gentleman bad boy. You know, who like cares about the environment at the same time. You know, like I read this one girl. She said, I want a man who's not afraid to hit me but won't hit me. Like, if he's not afraid to hit you, he's going to beat your ass. Okay. He's like, once you cross that line of like, oh, not afraid to hit you, like that's gonna happen a lot. These bad boy jokes aren't going too well, Sam.
Sam just Mickey Moused up on us.
That's it, man. Thank you.
What are you guys clapping for?
It's over. I like the way you were talking about hitting women. I'll take that part home with me.
What'd you say about hitting women?
No, I met a girl who said that she wants a guy who's not afraid to hit her but won't hit her.
Humanity has no chance.
It's crazy. Is I daydreamed through your set, and then I just asked you what the one thing is, and then you said it, and I daydreamed through that too. Like you have like this really great. Now you're like the you're like a hypnotist, but with your you're like a you're like a hypnotist comedian that's like an accidental hypnotist.
Or you're just really stoned. I don't get
It's
it.
like for people that want to be hypnotized, but they don't like want to see it coming. Like for people that like might get psyched out by the clock thing, in which it's like, oh, I know he's about to do it right now. Like you, it's like you're like that. You know what it is? You're like that shot of Novocaine before the big shot of Novocaine that makes it so you can't feel. All right, you guys be nice now. I did my part.
Hey, is Santa Claus here?
Yep. Santa Claus.
I like the joke.
What was the joke?
It was a joke about how girls like
You
bad
daydream
boys.
too? Then I'm definitely on to something. If it's on,
I noticed you all daydreamed. That's why no one knew it.
This is like the second week in a row, man.
Second week in a row, everyone's daydreaming through your act.
No, like this last week I went on right after that whole AIDS incident, and like everyone just daydreamed through the entire thing. And I just like, okay, this is cool. And then
Maybe that's subconsciously that we all remember the AIDS thing, and it's like numb to us. We're having flashbacks.
It's true.
It
Maybe
might
it
be
is.
true.
Maybe it's a subconscious thing with you and AIDS and.
going on last, yeah.
Will you put on a wig maybe next time? Maybe
What are you, Jamie Masada? What are you doing here?
Buddy, wear a cowboy hat. That's what he wants. You know, he once told me that.
Buddy, you need parent on your arm.
I thought that was always a joke that people were saying that about Jamie, but then one time, 4.5, 5 years ago, I did the open mic there, waited all day Tuesday, did this stupid ass 3 minutes, waited for hours in the sun outside of that place. And at the end of it, they're like, go to Jamie for feedback. And I wait behind all these people to see what he goes, buddy, very funny. You wear a cowboy hat, you're going to be big. I didn't step foot in there for another 2 years after that. And I've regretted stepping foot in there every time since then. Fuck the Laugh Factory. I'm not afraid to say it on a podcast.
Oh.
How do you like that? Yeah, I said it.
That's permanently
Jamie,
in podcast
bring
history.
it. Bring it, Jamie. What are you going to do, buddy? Huh? You're going to make me wear a fucking cowboy hat? Anyway.
Any advice for Tom?
It's not like he's watching. Jamie Masada, if you're watching this podcast. All right. No, I have no advice for you, Tommy. Figure out how to figure out something. I don't know. I don't even know where it goes wrong. I just start daydreaming. I can't even look at you without starting to daydream.
I hope you're never in the car with him. You just look over.
Hey,
Boom, just going down Venice, fucking beach, taking out people.
How cool was that guy?
How cool was that guy?
Whoa.
Really?
How many people died on that? I still haven't actually read the...
One. On our
11 injured. How cool. What was cool about it, Ari?
The way he would like swerve back and forth, try to hit people.
Oh, like it's fucking Spy Hunter, the game? You ever play that? Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, man.
There he goes, Tommy Lane.
I'm your biggest fan, buddy.
It looks like Adam Devine.
Tommy, you're awesome. You got on 2 weeks in a row, so congratulations on that.
Can I pick one of that hat?
We're actually going to move on to our closing segment of the show. So many names didn't get picked.
Where did Barris go?
What? He's the next thing. Yeah. So, as always, we have our two favorite young ladies. It's always been two on the ones that you guys were previously on, correct? So you know what we're dealing with.
No, I had none because the lady that was in the front row.
That's right. That was Sarah's
She
big,
took off.
That was her.
Fucking parking meter.
Sarah, that's the story with her. She takes off.
Yeah.
She takes off.
Well, she's been here for 9 out of the 10 podcasts, and she's here on this one. Put your hands together for, as always, Sarah Most Good Jobby, everybody. Here she is. What?
Are you Middle Eastern?
Yes.
Yes. I'm Persian.
Oh, you two would have a great grudge fuck, huh? Just hating each other as you fucked.
So dirty and wrong.
Right?
So right.
I would love to watch the two of them fuck because both of them have this thing where they constantly go like this with their glasses anyway. So like, if they were fucking with just their glasses on, I just think that'd be so hilarious. They're, like, constantly just going at it. Just pushing up on the bridge of their
We can like
nose.
push each other's glasses up. Like, make it
There you go. Heck yeah, this is like foreplay meets Four Eyes.
And plus, Ari would tear that pussy up with his huge fucking cock.
Hell yeah, it's a
Doesn't have a
fucking
big dick.
it's
Jewish cock.
Hey, that is the biggest 2-inch cock anybody's ever seen. Man.
Your nuts, your fucking asshole be black and blue from the fucking the demolition balls of
Fucking-
nuts. Just crushing on it.
He's got a huge nutsack. It's
Stack
like,
of tuna cans.
It's uncomfortable to look at.
It's like a wet towel.
his nutsack's so big that next week we're actually pulling names out of it.
All right.
Yeah, I bet anything that your clit's bigger than his penis. Anyway, go on. It's your time. Sarah Mostajabi, everybody. No, I'm kidding. Go on. There you go. Thanks.
I don't want to brag, but I broke my vagina this year.
That's not bragging.
Trust me, it is. Yeah, I wish it had more to do with having sex and less to do with my mom. But that's not the case. I actually ran myself over with my mom's car. Let me explain. My mom was having a quadruple bypass, and I drove her car to the hospital, and I backed into a parking spot, and because I'm a woman, I hit the wall. Clearly driving is not a strong point of mine. And I jumped out to see what I had done, because my mom's already getting her chest cracked open. I don't want to crack open her car on top of that. And while I was behind observing what I had done to the car slipped into reverse and squished me against the wall like an accordion. And it broke my taint. I broke my taint. I broke...
Where do you go from there after you say you broke your taint? What do you say after that?
Well, I kind of finished the story because it's kind of funny. Like, the car bounced off of me and I just fell on the ground. And I immediately thought that I'd like broken my knee, so I sat up to like, wow.
Jesus. I mean, what I was asking. I can't believe you just said the bear just. Okay. This is like a real story. Like this isn't even like there's not even a joke.
Well, you know,
This is
another narration.
At
This
this-
is another narration.
At this point, I come here and I bring you guys new stuff to get you guys feedback on it, because everyone here is here to get feedback from you guys, and so I bring you stuff that I'm working on that I've tried on stage and hope that you can help me tag it and make it better.
You're fucked. You're just bringing premises here. You're just
Not a premise
You're bringing your
at all.
homework to your smart Asian friends.
The first 3 lines that I had were solid jokes. The first 3 parts were good. I worked through that and it's good, but
Here's
you
some,
know.
here's some real advice: you look down too much. It's hard to connect with the crowd when you look straight down.
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
It means you're. It's just a sign of insecurity.
That's what I used to do when I started. I looked straight down.
I mean, also, is combing your hair over your face. That also is a sign of insecurity.
I need a haircut.
Also, digging your hand into your asshole.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
What?
I keep waiting for you to pull out magic tricks or some shit.
No, my pants are just really tight.
What?
You were in the butt, underneath,
You were?
underneath the pants.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't.
I don't know if you know this or not, but we had a pretty good angle at it.
Yeah.
Can we sitting right here?
You were like under the shirt, going into the pants.
Okay, there's like I have like a little hole in my underwear and my tag is like making my ass crack itch.
Let's do a sniff test. Sam?
No.
I'm sorry, it's just...
What Reno casino carpet did you steal to make these fucking pants?
These are zombie Sailor Moon leggings. They're pretty badass.
I don't even know if that's Reno. That looks
If you
more
don't
like
get that.
Prim to me, dude.
Yeah, that's like,
like
seriously.
45 minutes outside of
You
everything.
have so much going on the
Right.
I'm trying to tone it down. I was told I dress like too sexy, so I was trying to like tone it down and
Who
dress.
told you that? The voices in your head?
No, Tommy last week was like, maybe you should.
Was he doing that as he was stroking it? No! You're just too sexy, huh?
Wow.
I'll just take a little spin on it.
I mean,
You guys are like my dad. I can't do anything to make you happy.
Oh, stop.
Well, you told a really long story that was kind of...
And be nice about Tommy. You and him have the same haircut, so. But it's like Skrillex meets mullet.
But your story was like a kind of like sad tale. Again,
Do you think like
Well, hold on,
the-
let me ask this.
It is. It's a
What do you
car wreck
think
story.
the joke is that you're telling?
The accordion that broke the taint? Because it's not.
Like, what do you think is like if you summed up that joke? What would it be?
The funny thing is that I ran myself over with my own car, which is like, how the fuck is that possible? You know? So
It is good. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
You got to really knock out. You have to.
You're
break
paying
down
all
what
sorts of
something
different
is.
shit. You can't do a story in a minute. There's no chance.
It's not about doing a story in a minute. It's about having a minute of bad story that's already being done. She's not telling the story in a minute. We don't even know what ended up happening. We don't know whether her knee's broken or. There's no such thing as breaking
She
a
had a
taint, so it's not
fucked up
funny. It
taint
doesn't make
now?
sense.
yeah,
It's
it is.
impossible.
I broke
You didn't break your taint.
I broke there's like a bone.
You didn't
right?
break your taint. You didn't break that bone. You're lying right now. Or you did.
She did break it over
Yeah,
there.
that's my little.
You can't break your taint.
Broke it.
You can't break your taint.
Okay.
You have no idea.
I absolutely
he has no
know.
fucking idea. You have no.
What do they
fucking
call
clue.
it?
Your sacrum.
Then you broke your
Do you know that
sacrum.
fucking word?
All right, you're done. Get up. Scumbag.
Is this your sister?
Ungrateful weirdo. Sarah Mostajabi, everybody.
Friend of the show.
Give her a spot every week, and she tries to attack me on my own show like a real moron.
I was just about to say she wasn't being.
But she'll be back next
Always
week.
so dumb. What did you say, Patriot?
I was just about to say that she wasn't being
All right, ready to
defensive today, but I like the moments when she gets a little heated. It's pretty funny. But remember
It
last time she
definitely,
started the fight with
definitely
Sam
makes
that
it
time?
interesting. It definitely makes it interesting.
All right, let's go.
What are you doing? There's still a show going on. Sit down, Mr.
You
John.
can fight Tony after the show.
I want to watch you guys bone you two.
Oh yeah, you guys are already playing the fucking I got your phone game. Oh yeah, this is how the whole war between your people started in the first place. All right, your final comedian of the evening, always hilarious. Jesus Christ. Put your hands together for Kimberly Congdon, everybody. Here she
Wait.
No, wait a second, dude. Back off. What?
When did Whoopi get here?
I'm coming here every week, man. I gotta take it tonight. Come
Give
on,
the kid a break, man. He's asking for a title fight.
Come on, look at this! Let him up!
Both do it. Look at this!
I can't do it. I can't do it. I only have enough time for our final guest. So shut up.
Is this a plant? Is this part of your act?
Well, I just.
What kind of security are you? Whoopi Goldberg just attacked us like Godzilla, and you didn't do anything!
I told her come back next week, man.
My God! That guy's got
That guy took off his clothes for that moment.
That was great. Great
He
moment.
protects us as much as the Patriot Act does.
I love it.
That was a great joke. It just
Yeah, it went nowhere.
All right.
Are we ready?
Yes. Kim Congdon.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kim. But most people call me, ma'am, you're cut off. I used to have a boyfriend. He was white and rich, really spoiled. It didn't work out because he always wanted really expensive gifts. He wanted a $100 face shaver thing. Fucking $100. Like, I still scrape the deodorant out of the underneath of the plastic. You know, when it runs out, you like pull it out and do that. I owe Verizon so much money. I step in and they're like, get her. Don't let her out. That's it.
Adorable.
adorable. How can you go wrong with that?
Absolutely adorable.
Yes. First thing is when you come up on stage, you always grab the mic and you set it to the back.
Or you just start stroking it slowly and looking at us.
I didn't hear a single joke, but it was adorable.
Yeah, it was awful. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen.
Well, you got thrown off. You got attacked by a black bear.
Well, yeah.
Just came up on
I'm
stage.
still shaking from it.
A Rastafarian with tits came up here and just shocked and awed you. You know, you weren't ready for that. Your vagina snapshot like a bear trap. You went into
Yeah, it went
fucking
into self-defense
fight mode.
mode.
Yeah.
At one point, Sarah Mostajabi started playing her recorded set from a minute ago in such excitement to listen to it.
You can't, as soon as you go over to it, it starts playing. It's very annoying. It's a feature. Let me ask you a question. How long have you had two girls closing out the show each week?
How long has it been for two of them? Probably 5
weeks?
or 6.
Or, yeah.
I think
There's been one.
My first one was 4.
4 weeks with both of them.
What's the reasoning there?
More than that.
It's just they both started here.
Started comedy
in
here?
some capacity, yeah.
Like Josh?
I did my first.
They both
stand-up
started
here on
in
the show.
literally the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I let some of them badger me and act overly dramatic and ungrateful, and then other ones I just keep rooting on, even though she's brand spanking new at it.
Hey.
In hopes that we can touch their vaginas at one point.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
fair
That's
trade.
the big overall. That's the big overall plan.
I just put their nipples on our cheeks.
See, and if yeah.
Because the last name I pulled was Tommy Lee, so this is sitting on the stack. So during your set, I accidentally looked at it and I started daydreaming. Because even his name written down on a piece of paper makes me daydream. I didn't know it until her set, but there's something about Tommy Lee. I need this guy like in my life. Like when I need to meditate, I just need to stare at Tommy Lee. I want to know what Tommy Lee's website is. It's about to be blow the fuck up.
It's an animated gif of a
When I see him, I just think of nothing. It's the only time of my day. That's what I need more Tommy Lee in my life. I need an outright day. Fuck yoga, fuck exercise. I just need to stare at Tommy Lee. Kim Congdon, it's at Kimberly Congdon on Twitter.
Great job. Great job, Kim. Great job.
She's super cool. At Sarah Dresses on Twitter, as always. So many of our
Sarah,
fun
great
guests
job.
that we've had. Meyerowitz, Tommy Lee, Mesnarek, Oligny, Tumblin, Jasunas, Everett, Schwartz, Moreno, Blake, Dunn, and Abby Roberge all got Kill Tony tonight in a fun double duo of two of my favorite guests that I've ever had. Sam Tripoli and Ari Shaffir, as always, on Twitter, both of them by their
When is this
names.
going to be out?
Week.
In a week.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm going to be in Toronto at the Underground, the 15th, 16th, 17th. Please come out if you're in Toronto. Come out and hang out. We're going to do a live podcast out there too. I'd love to see you.
Ari?
My next storyteller show is August 27th.
August
New York.
27th in New York City. So if you're anywhere around the East Coast, make sure you get over there. That's a big Comedy Central digital production. And very, very fun. I've watched them, Joey Diaz and TJ Miller. That's I know there's more out, but those are the two I've caught so far. Really fun. I love the fucking vibe and the energy and the idea. Great work with that. I'm Tony Hinchcliffe, at Tony Hinchcliffe on Twitter, with Brian Redban, as always, at Redban. And the Comic Patriot on Twitter is our Iron Patriot, our head of security, and one of my favorite people in the world. We'll talk with him more next week. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Up next, the Ding Dong Show in a Death Squad doubleheader, just like every other Monday, here in the Belly Room at the Comedy Store.
Vegas, slow down, London, slow down, Paris, slow down, Lagos, slow down, Moscow, London, slow down.
I got it. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Brian.